Welcome back to 3 Idiots with Internet. I'm your host, Blake.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Sam coming at you on the Samcam.
Interesting version of Sam Camp tonight. So, because of Thanksgiving, all the quarantining and all that BS, to stay safe, we decided to do 3 Days of Internet on Zoom today. So, first off, we'll get started with fantasy pickups. Blake, who had a good week this week that people should keep their eye on?
Oh, Mike Williams. He came off. I know he had a pretty big week this Sunday.
Yeah,
and
game against the Jets.
And even though Keenan Allen's their number one, Mike Williams has always been their number two guy. And lately, Keenan Allen's been getting double teamed. Even though he's still putting up points, Mike Williams is still going to be putting up consistent points as a wide receiver.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Herbert's good at spreading the ball around too.
Yeah, no, Herbert's been great. Keenan Allen, who spoiler, may be the player of the week, and Mike Williams with his tight end Hunter Henry, he's been really good, and they've been without their RB1 Austin Eckler. And speaking of running backs on that team, you guys probably will get another good week of production of Kalen Ballage. Kalen Ballage. He's looked good in the backfield for the boys in that powder blue. He looked really good, and I highly recommend you guys should pick him up. Another guy, old guy, but he's put up the numbers this year.
Oldie but a goodie.
Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald is as the third string, maybe four. No, he's third. Isabella's fourth. Looking at that squad, he's not looked bad. He had 14 points, a little over that last game, but he's looked decent. And I think he's pick upable in like your 12-person leagues.
Yeah. And another very good pickup is the rookie Michael Pittman Jr.
Yep.
He had an amazing game against the Packers. He had a 43-yard touchdown. And he's developing into a really good receiver under that offense. So I'd definitely pick him up as well.
No question. And with and people who need quarterbacks, with the injury of Joe Burrow, who unfortunately we just got news that he tore his ACL, MCL, and he has structural damage within his knee. He might miss parts of next season, really unfortunately. We hate to see it. We love him. He's a fantastic guy, great quarterback.
That does mean Herbert almost has rookie of the year on lock.
Yes. A guy you guys should look at the quarterback position is Derek Carr. You guys should definitely look at Justin Herbert, if he's not gone by now. You guys should look at Taysom Hill is probably gone by now. Ben Roethlisberger is a guy you guys should look at. It's just those low-end QBs that are just not starting on some of these leagues that you guys should definitely go take a peek at and perhaps get. Maybe a guy like Cam Newton you guys can buy low on. He's looked good in the last couple of weeks, but yeah.
And other injury news, Rex Burkhead, he left the game with a bad injury. It's looking like it's going to be a torn ACL. Most likely is, but we haven't heard back yet. So we'll see how that one goes.
And another thing on the injury front against the Pittsburgh Steelers, Josh Allen of the Jacksonville Jaguars, the defensive end, came out of the game with a knee issue and does not look fantastic right now. And another big thing that came out just a little while ago is the Baltimore Ravens had a COVID exposure. Their facilities shut down. They played 4 days against the Pittsburgh Steelers, 3 days against the Pittsburgh Steelers on Thanksgiving night. The exposures, the people who tested positive for COVID-19 were Mark Ingram and J.K. Dobbins, meaning that Gus Edwards will be manning the backfield. So if he's not picked up in your league, you guys should get him. Actually, I might take that back because they're playing Pittsburgh defense. But we don't know what their situation with close contact yet, and we'll keep you guys updated on the Instagram, which you guys should go follow right now.
3 Idiots with Internet.
Yep. Player of the week. Player of the week wasn't that much of a runaway this week, but of course our second player of the week that has played the Jets, we have wide receiver Keenan Allen.
16 receptions, 145 yards, averaging 9.1 yards a reception, 1 touchdown. On the downside, he did have a fumble, sadly, but overall he played amazing.
Fumble kind of benefited them because they got the pick six the next play.
Still had an insane touchdown catch with Joey Burrow.
Oh.
Or not Joey Burrow.
Herbert threw a laser on that one.
Mm-hmm. on great coverage on
Yeah.
who else but Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
And it was insane. He wasn't looking right away, threw the ball right at his chest. Great play.
Yep. And the top of the week is we're going to talk about the AFC playoff picture. So I think some of the divisions, looking at the AFC division right now, so I think we can pretty much put Pittsburgh as a lock for winning the AFC North. After this COVID stuff with the Ravens, it's not looking like they're going to win that. They're not going to win. They're not going to win that game on Thursday.
Pittsburgh basically
It's
at the
not
top of
looking-
the whole entire division on
Yep.
lock.
With a win against the Ravens, we can knock them out of division contention. The only team left is the Browns.
But even I'm saying the Pittsburgh was looking like they're going to win the whole AFC as itself.
Yeah.
If you look at the schedule and the way they're playing very well, and especially with Baltimore with these COVID issues, easily can take the top of the AFC completely. Easily.
The Bills will probably win the AFC East.
Mm-hmm.
The Dolphins are sneaking up on them.
Did
Chiefs will win the West, but the division that is currently in the biggest questionability is the AFC South with the Colts and Titans.
Well, the thing is with the Colts beat the Titans earlier in the season, like 2 weeks ago. If they beat them again, I don't know if they – if they beat them again, then they basically have the tiebreaker.
Yeah, they basically have it.
Me personally,
one of them will make the wild card, I believe, and one of them will win the division. I think after that big Derrick Henry rush, which we'll get into later, I think that they will end up winning this. And they have a very easy schedule. The Titans have in the back half of the season.
Hey, Chris, remember this right here?
I do. My best friend Mike Tomlin tripping over
Jacoby
Jones. Yeah, that's right. But we should also talk about let's talk about the games. Let's talk about the games that we had this week. Steelers Jaguars. A blowout as expected. Steelers defense was phenomenal. 2 interceptions from both Terrell Edmonds and who else but Minka Fitzpatrick. The Steelers offense came out. We didn't really try in the second half.
2 interceptions. I thought you guys had 4.
We had 4 interceptions, 2 apiece from Terrell Edmonds and Minka Fitzpatrick. Both of our safeties coming out there. They looked phenomenal. TJ Watt was probably held about 400 times, unfortunately. But yeah, it was utter blowout. Lions Panthers.
PJ Walker looked amazing coming out for his first NFL start of his career.
But what I like about PJ Walker is he just tosses the ball up. He does not care.
Yeah, he's a gunslinger. He is a gunslinger, and even he was looking very accurate being a gunslinger. And it was great because a lot of people thought they would rely on the run game with Mike Davis, but they were not afraid to throw the ball at all that entire game.
Not at all.
Fun game to watch.
Yeah, Panthers defense shut down the Lions. Pats Texans.
Oh,
I'll let you guys talk about this one.
Fortunately, taking the loss to the Texans this week. Rex Burkhead possibly tore his ACL that game, which is a big loss for us. And Deshaun Watson just ran us over, literally into the end zone, ran us over, and just dominated the entire game.
Yep. That was I saw the highlights of it, but Deshaun Watson played a good game too. He's a potential for player of the week, but Keenan Allen just had a phenomenal game. Titans Ravens. Wow.
Big game. That was probably the game of the week.
Beef in the beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm.
There was no handshake between Harbaugh and Vrabel at the end of the game. But yeah, that was a really good game. Derrick Henry coming up there with a 30-yard touchdown run to seal the deal in the OT after Lamar got stopped in that second half. Really, somehow Lamar got stopped by one of the worst defenses in the league.
There were a few games that went into OT this week.
Yeah, there were.
Very fun week to watch.
Yep. Another game, we got the Eagles-Browns. All we got to say about this is lull.
Yeah.
Browns running in a game is the best in football. I don't.
Yeah, it's Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. What do you expect? You have Kareem Hunt, who was – you guys remember Kareem Hunt was one of the best running backs as a rookie when it comes to 3 years ago with the Chiefs.
Yep.
He's also a great kicker.
Before the Browns picked him up. Browns are taking advantage of him with having Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
Yep. Another game what we got is the Falcons Saints.
Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill came out
That
big.
guy.
Falcons started off hot. Russell Gage had 13 targets. I saw Stephen A. talking about. I don't know what the heck they're not doing. They're targeting Calvin Ridley, who's back, and Julio Jones. Julio Jones almost did nothing.
He got locked down.
Yeah, lockdown. That's for sure against that awful secondary from the Falcons too, which is
Taysom
interesting.
Hill surprised me with over 200 passing yards
Yeah,
that game,
yeah.
which was very surprising. I know
Yep.
Michael Thomas got a lot of receptions that game. I think he got
Yeah,
9
Michael Thomas
over
had a
100
great game.
yards.
Yep.
So he
Yeah.
really surprised me there.
Yeah.
Had him at my tight end this week.
Nice. Finessing it against Team Jimmy.
Uh-huh.
Bengals football team. The
This game was surprising to me, to be completely honest.
I wasn't surprised, to be honest. You know,
I wasn't really.
under Zach Taylor, the Bengals have not won a game away yet.
Wow. Did the Bengals only won 2 games this season?
Yep.
Yeah,
Three
never
games.
mind.
3 games.
Yeah, I don't know. Washington's defense is their defensive line, to be completely exact, is this year been playing outstanding. Easily one of the best in the leagues. But of course, the Joe Burrow injury absolutely killed them for the
Yep.
Bengals.
Yep, not even a question. Jets Chargers, not much to talk about here. Justin Herbert again, week in week out, one of the best quarterbacks in the league currently.
Mhm.
He's
Jets
putting his
played
name up there.
decent. Jets played
Yeah,
decent.
the Jets started.
Points.
No, the Jets started off well, but then they started off well and ended well. They just didn't, not in the middle, nothing
Couldn't
in the
win.
second, third quarter. They just could not win. They couldn't close it out. Dolphins Broncos.
Broncos won.
Interesting ending. Broncos won, but the interesting ending is when Ryan Fitzpatrick came in for the final drive, taking out Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah, I thought that was a stupid decision by
I disagree with the decision Ryan Flores made.
Because you have Tua. Tua's won. Was he won 3 or 4 games straight, whatever it was, something like that. And he's been playing he's been playing really good, but they were down. What was it, 6 or 7 points, and they decided to bench him.
Yeah.
To me, I don't know why they would do that. It's just gonna kill him mentally,
right?
And it's not good for him.
Shakes confidence. No, I agree for sure.
You
but
gotta learn
Drew
to lose.
Lock looked good, and they got the Broncos end up getting away. They're still in the playoff hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys. Oh God, Vikings.
This
Wow.
was such a fun game.
Sure.
I love this game.
Sure. Rip in the chat.
Rip in the chat. Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, fantastic catch. It was identical to one of his catches in college against UCLA. Really, 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 really good job by CeeDee Lamb. And Jefferson, Claypool, and CeeDee Lamb, best receivers in this class. Not even a
Judy.
Not even a question.
Not even a question. Judy's looked okay, but he's not.
He's up there.
But he's not one of those guys yet.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they choked. Dalvin Cook got a touchdown, but that wasn't enough. Dalvin Cook did not go off against that Dallas defense like Mr. James Wilmer thought.
Thankfully.
Packers, Colts. Blank and Goat.
Love this
Yes.
man.
Blank and Goat coming up big.
Absolute stud. Sealing the deal in overtime after Julian Blackmon, one of the contenders for Defensive Rookie of the Year, forced a fumble on Miles Valdez-Scantling to seal the deal in overtime with a field goal kick from Blank and Goat. Absolutely insane game to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucked for Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, I don't know if you guys watched that, but before like the overtime, Aaron Rodgers was on. He was hot.
He was hot. He was hot all game.
And that fumble hurt because I thought they were going to go down and score quick.
Right.
Now, I'm not sure if you two watched the game, but right before the game ended to send it into overtime, Rodgers was backed up at the 5-yard line, threw an absolute missile, 50-yard bomb to Scantling.
Yeah.
And was able to get the field goal to send it into OT.
Yeah, I saw that. Next game we got Chiefs Raiders.
Huge game. This game was sick. This game was so fun to watch.
Yep. Chiefs ended up prevailing. Here's the thing. My problem with these teams is their defenses suck. But that's putting it into good terms. It's the Chiefs' defense is not good. The Honey Badger has not looked good this year. He's really, really not looked good. You can go on and on about it. Look at every single stat. Look at every single stat. Look at every single coverage stat. He is in the bottom 30% in safety stats, almost in everything. He's not looked good. Chris Jones, I've looked really good on that defense. I've
I mean,
really
one
held it
drive
down.
you had an offsides, then lined up offsides.
Yeah. Oh, well.
In back-to-back plays.
Sorensen has looked okay.
He's had some clutch interceptions.
He's had some clutch interceptions, but still, he's had some free picks.
Well, the thing is with this was a divisional game, which is the reason why I believe this game was closer than it should be.
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
A typical divisional game.
The Raiders build their team around beating this team.
Yeah, and it's just me personally. I think they won because Mahomes is just unbelievable how insane he is to lead them down there. Unbelievable.
Minute 15.
Mm-hmm.
All right, game of the week for us was Cardinals Seahawks.
Yep.
The two
Did not turn
MVPs, the
out
two
to be.
MVP candidates went at it. It was an okay game, but Carlos
There's
Dunlap.
so many flags.
Yeah, so many flags. But Carlos Dunlap ended up being the beast
Stealing
at the
the
end of
deal.
the game, stealing the deal in that ugly number 43, getting that sack on Kyler to end it. Russ is throwing more picks. Seahawks D.
He's slowly running. He's not slowly. He's fast. He's running out of the MVP race easily.
Yeah, the Seahawks defense looked pretty good after the week before.
Carlos
Oh, yeah, it
Dunlap
looks
has
much
really
better.
showed up for them.
And they split the season series 1-1 at the end of the day. So we'll see how that division plays out. And I'm excited to see how that NFC division plays out. With the Rams, Cardinals, Seahawks. Who am I forgetting in there? 49ers.
Niners.
Well, then we should really forget them. They're pretty bad.
They're pretty bad this year.
I do want to talk about Carlos Dunlap before we move on really quick. Until he got traded, he had 1 sack the entire year, and now he has 3 sacks in 3 games, I believe, which is insane. Like, he's exploded since he got traded, and people thought that he was washed and old, so it was a great pickup by the Seahawks.
No, fantastic job of the Seahawks. And our power rankings for the week. We really had to shuffle things up this week, I got to tell you that.
Yeah, a lot of shuffling.
Coming in at number 1, we had the Kansas City Chiefs.
It's pretty obvious.
Pretty
It is-
self-explanatory. It's every single week. Number 2, staying the same.
Yep,
Pittsburgh Steelers. Coming at number 3,
the Saints.
the Saints, as expected. They're probably the most well-rounded team in the NFC. The 2 most well-rounded teams in the NFL right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New Orleans Saints.
Mm-hmm. And number 4,
And
we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
If they lose tonight, probably going to drop down a bit.
Yep, probably going to
Good
drop.
few ranks.
They're dropping down a lot.
And coming at number 5, we have the Indianapolis Colts, who have looked pretty good after coming off that big win against the Packers, who are the number 6 team on this list. The
Their
Packers are
offense
number
has come
6.
together finally.
Yep. And 6 being the Packers, Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers. That connection is too good to be true.
Scantling also becoming a big wide receiver.
Oh, yeah. No, he's looked amazing. Coming at number 7, moving up, not even ranked last week. We have the Raiders.
Love the Raiders.
Raiders have looked really, really good. Darren Waller looks like a wide receiver playing tight end. It's crazy what he can do.
Wide open in the end zone against the Chiefs.
I can't leave that guy wide open. They left Travis Kelce wide open, too. They can't do that.
True.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, wide open. It was a great play
Sleeping
by
on the
Mahomes.
tight ends.
Great play by Patrick Mahomes.
And number 8, we got the Bills. They had bye this week, I
Yeah,
believe.
they had a bye.
Yep.
But
number-
they're maintaining their position.
Yes. Number 9, Rams. If they win today, probably going to bump them up of
A lot. If they win
rank
tonight,
or
they'll
2
go
or
off.
3.
Yeah.
And if they lose, they might drop off the power rankings.
Yep.
We'll have to see. And coming in at number 10, the Seahawks. Defense looking solid again. Thankfully, offense still doing its thing.
We still are
being
yet
the
to see the
Seahawks
consistency.
offense.
We're still yet to see the consistency from that team. But
Yeah.
we'll see. We will see.
Well, that is everything we have for you guys today. If you did enjoy, like, subscribe, comment down below everything. If you have any questions, anything like that. And that's everything. Thank you, guys.
See you guys
Next
later.
week we'll be back in our room together, hopefully.
Yep. See you guys then.